Good evening, everyone. Good evening, people listening and viewing me from Nigeria or all over the world. My name is Dr. Lawal. And this evening, just before, a few hours before the 1st of January 2021, it will be 7 years in the next few hours when the 1914 contraption called amalgamation of 1914 was amalgamated. In other words, it was in 1914 that the British, under the aegis of Mr. Lord Lugard, signed a 100-year treaty with the Northern and the Southern Protectorate, making it an illegal country called Nigeria. Today, without mincing words, I would like to say and declare authoritatively that the 1914 amalgamation is null and void. It is a fraud. There's nothing called Nigeria. There's no language in Nigeria. We have 4 nations, 4 different sets of tribes of people with different languages, different culture, different philosophy towards life, different culture, different traditions joined together just for the sake of ease of making something out of us, but not to our own benefit. It was at our own expense. The British had the opportunity, the manipulation, the deceit to join 4 nations together and call them Nigeria. There's a river Niger in this country, and that is how they named us, Nigeria. There's nothing, there's no tribe in Nigeria can tell the meaning of Nigeria. Nigeria has no meaning. It does not come from any of these countries joined together. It's not a language or a known word in any of the countries. We are joined together for the sole purpose, economic and political purpose of Britain. And that is why in few hours' time, 1st of January year 2021, it will be already 7 years over that this amalgamation has been ruining lives, destiny, purpose in that contraption called Nigeria. So as a Yoruba woman from the Yoruba tribe, from the Yoruba nation, I will call it a nation because we are more than 55 million people. We are saying, and I am going to be one of the mouth speak for the Yoruba people, amalgamation of 1914 is a fraud and we reject it in its entirety. It is not going to stand. After this pronouncement, anything that will happen will have to start happening fast, because we can no longer be under the Fulani hegemony. The egregious activities going on in against my people, Yoruba people, is just too much. We cannot endure it. We cannot stand it. We will not take it any longer. It is about time we have what is called self-determination, self-liberty, self-governance. We got all it takes to be able to rule ourselves as a nation. There are so many nations all over the world. They are not even up to 30 million. They are faring well, they are doing well, they are thriving, they are flourishing. Why can't we do the same? Because we are still joined by force, by manipulation, with different set of races. There are people that we have nothing in common. The Yoruba have nothing in common with the Fulani or the Hausa. They have nothing in common with the Igbos, except to agree to do something together. We have no language in common. We have no culture in common. We have no tradition in common. Then why should we be with people who we cannot get along with? That's why the word divorce is in the English language. That's why the word separation is in the English language. It all means let everybody stand on their own and do their own thing. The Yoruba people want to go. And whether it is convenient for the British, United Nations, or any institutions in the world the Yoruba people are set and determined to go, and we are going to go. And the time is now. We are not waiting 2, 4, 5 years. It is now. Everything that needs to start taking place will start taking place now. Because it's already 7 years more or over that this so-called amalgamation of 1914 by Lord Lugard has expired. We need to go. And we are ready to go. And we are going to go. Whether anyone likes it or not. And that's the premise. We need to go. And we are going. We are on our way already. And my fellow Yoruba people, be determined. Let not your heart be shaken. We will go because we have been in existence over 7 centuries before the British came. We have our own government, our own system of ruling, our own economic base, and we're just as educated then than even now. Because right now, there are no schools, no infrastructure in the Yoruba land. Everything is wishy-washy. No governance. No honesty. The people ruling us are ruling us with intimidation and threat. So why should we be? And we're God-fearing, loving people. Why should we be under that kind of totalitarianism? We cannot operate like that. And that's why we have to go. My name is Dr. Wunmi Lawal, and I live in the United States of America. And I say, once again, 1914 amalgamation is rejected in its entirety. It is null and void, and it's not going to stand. No evil will stand against any nation, and they will not fight for it. We are telling everybody, Nigerian government, you are already on alert. Yoruba people are going to go, whether you like it or not. You can return Nigeria if you want to. We are not Nigerians. We are Yoruba people. There's nothing called Nigeria. It's a fraud, and we are leaving. Thank you. If you hear this, spread it and spread it. Let everybody share it. Let everybody know that the Yoruba people are no longer under. They are no longer under Nigeria. We are going to our homeland. Thank you, everyone, and God bless you. Happy New Year to you all. Bye-bye.